Welcome to January 2026 Dallas-Fort Worth Real Estate Market Update. My name is Dana Pollard, real estate broker right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We are going to give you a snapshot of the month over month for the month of December 2025, as well as a glance at the year of 2025. And I'll share with you where we think the market may be going in 2026. Though even the experts don't know, time will tell, but there are some indicators of where we're headed. So let's get started. I like to make this short and sweet. All right, so here is a glance from 2020 to 2025 year end. Obviously, it went up in the hot selling season. It's been trending sideways and just kind of went down just a little bit here at the end of the year. So yeah, all right. So at the end of the year, in the month of December, the closed price median was 382. That held steady from month over month from last month. It did peak in July of 2025, and it kind of slowly went down for the entire Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, that is, okay? I don't think, oh my gosh, this is the worst market that we've ever been in. If you look over year, we did peak at $415,000 was the median sales price for Dallas-Fort Worth in 2022, and it has gone down a little bit. Not too significant. It's not like we're having a market crash, but yeah, it's been a slower market this last quarter of the year. All right, let's talk about the number of sales. It did go back up to 5,446, which is typical. It's not too bad for the last few years. Better than last month, anywho. Then we have the consecutive days on market. The average days is 91, on par with the last few months, even I would say even the year. But this year, the days on market is longer than last year, for sure. Then the median is 57, again, right on par with the last few months. It has definitely been a slower selling season for this last quarter. Months of inventory did go down to 4. I did anticipate that as we have so many expired listings at the end of December. So that all looks normal, right? I actually thought maybe we'd have 3 months, but we have 4 months of inventory. And then for the closed price per square foot, it's at 203, so just slightly down from last month, but down quite a bit. If you look at April at 218, 203 is down quite a bit, and there are many listings. Like we're looking here, it says calculated at 353,000 listings, so this is pretty accurate, right? I'd say that drop is pretty, it's not significant like, oh my gosh, we're having a crash, but it's lower for sure. So if you're looking at buying, now might be the time to buy before the selling season hits. Maybe January is a great month to purchase. February, okay, and then March, it starts getting competitive, just to FYI. All right, we have closed price to list price ratio. This is what the home is listed for and then what it sells for. We're at 98%, which has been about the standard all the time, pretty much, with the exception of the crazy selling market where it was up to 105, right, of list price. But 98's a good average closing price. Like you can lowball. We have some strategies for lowballing, but most of them are just taking like 2% off of the asking price. All right, so for the number of expired listings, we are at 16,044. That is up from year over year. It's the highest we've had in many years, as well as month over month. Now, I can say this, for the month of December, we always have the most expired listings on December 31st every single year, but this is more than usual, more than normal. You will see that some of these expired listings and even canceled listings will relist in the spring if they haven't already relisted. That inventory doesn't typically just go away. It'll come back at some point in the year. This is normal year over year. There's 2,000 more listings than last year. So it's quite a bit more expired than normal. But do I think that the market is crashing? I do not. I don't care what these YouTubers are saying. There's not enough data to indicate a crash, okay? I don't even think, and I could be wrong, this is my opinion and everyone has their own opinion, because these interest rates control, right? We don't have this massive 2007, 2008 issue that we had, a lending issue where they were giving out loans to people who didn't qualify. We don't have that side of an issue. We have just a high interest rate and high home prices. And so buyers are not buying as readily as they would with a lower interest rate or low home prices. So with all that being said, as they continue to bring the interest rates down, which are expected for the year of 2026, that means more buyers are coming into the market. The competition's going to get greater and there won't be as much inventory. I still think that it'll be a good balanced market in my opinion. I don't think it's just going to go crazy with sales. But if you have a great home that you want to sell and you price it right and you get the right marketing, the right photos, all the things, then you can sell really well and really quick in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. If you're a buyer, if you want one of those homes that everyone else wants as well, then they're going to go into multiple offers and you want to be prepared for that. If you're willing to be patient with a home or finding a home, or if you're willing to maybe not buy the hottest updated home on the market, then you can get a really good deal. So depends on your hot buttons, depends what you're looking for. But I do think it'll be a good balanced market. I think it'll be a better 2026 than it was 2025. That's just my opinion as far as the real estate market is concerned. So please reach out if you have any questions at all about the Dallas-Fort Worth market. I'd be so happy to help. If you're wanting to buy or sell, I'd be happy to help. Again, I'm Dana Pollard, real estate broker, and we will be in touch soon.